Dreadlord versus Blade Master. Oh, Exy, what are you doing here? What the heck are you doing here? Are we trying to expand, eh? That's a match made in heaven, guys. Two of the coolest heroes in the entire game. Here we got in-game sound now as well. I always disable that when the players are spamming. Otherwise, we hear the donk, 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 and nobody wants to hear the donk, donk, donk. And then we'll see how lucky Grubby is with items, or how unlucky he is, and how good XLORD is with the Dreadlord. I don't think I've seen him many times with Dreadlord. But okay. Off to the Blight we go. Extra regen. Bam. Onto the Sasquatch. And, you know, it would be crazy game senses if XLORD if Grubby figures this out early. Because orcs rarely ever scout. They're very egocentric. In-game. Focus on their own progress, and then after the first camp, they scout this. But what if it's then too late? There is some solid creeping here. We got the expo up. And Grubby will see. Well, this is Mr. Sandman. He's gonna bring you your dreams. Bum, 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 bum. What is it? The temporary dreams? Very cool setup. Very, very cool setup. Dreadlord can be very nice against any headhunters. Can be very nice against mass air. Both due to carrion swarms. Sleep is of course a nice disable if you have mana for that. Just, you know, take some time. And for Grubby, I think there's two ways to do this. Try to attack this now. Try with the Blade Master and cancel the Haunted Gold Mine. Hey, Befaro29, thank you. Or charge up one big attack. And XLORD is awaiting an attack after he saw the Grunt scouting this. And he wanted to babysit it, but that is an entire camp for Grubby now that he's ahead. And double Globs of Haste, nice. Ring of Regen, perfect. XLORD gets the scout though, so he knows what's up. The thing is, yes, ghouls are rather fast. Dreadlord though, not so much. And Grubby, smart enough to evacuate, or is he? Can't reach for the sleep on the blade, but he can reach for the berserker. Nah. Can he surround? Okay, that should be easy. Gets it done. Yeah, you gotta be nice at surrounding with sleep. So, in the meantime, expo up. In the other meantime, tier 2 done. And Mr. Grubby, what are we doing now? Shadowhunter Walker.
Our forces are under attack.
No all in, no Fire Lord. Curious. Very curious. XLORD still on tier 1, as he had to produce 5 acolytes after that expansion. That always takes a long time. Told you, it's always one tech evens out one additional base. And that is roughly 10 supply. So far. Oh, tier 3. He might just want to go for a counter expansion with the tiny Great Hall. Without any urgency. And then things might even out on tier 3 instead of tier 2. Gold mine is already crapped. We got some safety mechanisms here. Nerup tower there, Nerup tower there. Wonder how much vision XLORD has. Ah, there was a command. Was it this? Yes. So he didn't see the tier 3 tech yet. And he's relatively blind. But he will see that this expo is crapped. Undead Shredder also. When do you ever see that? When is that even needed? But okay. If you have the opportunity and if you're around, why effing not? Oopsie, we run into Hex. We run into a Blade Master. sleep against the Hex. Instead of preventing the damage, he goes for the Shadow Hunter, so he's not getting put into a little chicken. And then we have a little bit of Fort Knox here. Second crypt, third crypt. Are we going straight up ghouls? Just mass, 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 mass. I feel like that's getting destroyed by Tauren nowadays, no?
Our forces are under attack.
Could also go Mass Gargs, I guess. Is Mass Gargs maybe more... Does it have more potential than Mass Ghouls these days? Especially when you have Carrion Swarm to deal with bats?
Is complete.
Curious. Oh! XLORD forgot the altar! Ay, 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 ay. That's of course very unfortunate. To afford the expansion on tier 1, you sell your altar. You just have to be like, you just have to remind yourself to rebuild it, because the altar is a requirement for tier 3. Hadouken! Nice deal. Ah! Yeah, that's a solid 45-second delay or something. Oops. Happens. And it is Gargs. And Grubby, I'm not sure if he knows this. Not really. He scouted the expo, but not much of the main. Mass Gargs versus bats. Well, with Carrion Swarm Coil Nova, you can pretty much deal with all the bats. And then you go for armor upgrades that reduces the efficiency of bats. With 3 armor upgrades, you need 3 bats to kill them. Yo, Fnatic, I missed me too. Thank you. But this is something that I've been thinking about too. That, like, when was it? Like 2 years ago or whatever? You could have played triple Rex ghouls, and I think the orc is dead. Now with Tauren, that's trickier. Because the Tauren destroy the ghouls. And then why not Mass Gargs? And the Shade. Nice. Yeah. It's kind of a misconception that Gargs suck. But when you're getting hexed and when you're getting purged, well, it's also relatively simple to lose them. Is XLORD laming? With Carrion Swarm against Peons. Yeah, right? So XLORD definitely needs level 5 on the Dreadlord. Gets statues now for regen, gets the DK now for healing. Will also need a Lich. And is transitioning a little bit. Yeah, Grubby has to play this patiently, man. Grubby has to play this patiently. We are getting Tauren because he had the totem already. And it's never bad to have Tauren, I think.
Our forces are under attack.
And so far, this defensive Blade Master is doing a nice job. Second armor upgrade done. The third one is expensive, but he got the resources, should be fine. Shredder is working for a long time. And I think that experiment with the Gargs is kind of over. XLORD doesn't trust. So it is ghouls, but then Grubby has the transition to Tauren already with Pulverize upgrade. So I guess he just wanted to economy arrest, but ooh, that did not work. Boing. Nah, he's not blocked. Nice counter block by the Tauren. Circled on the ground as well. Thankfully not to the Blade. Blade has quite a scary inventory, I have to say.
Our forces are under attack.
So eventually we end up on ghouls and destroyers. That costs XLORD some time. Oh, look, we're farming towards the level 5 with peons. Grubby was a bit distracted there with the fights and creeping and chopping. And then peons are dead.
Our forces are under attack.
Casters are not really an option against Tauren because of
Research complete.
magic resistance. You look like the lumberjack from Clash Royale. I have to check the...
Our forces are under attack.
I have to check that afterwards. Okay, Lich third. Armor upgrades as well, but armor upgrades only for destroyers then now.
Sedan, stand ready.
With headhunters coming in, Carrion Swarm gets more important. I would say nobody has like a perfect army here. And Dreadlord is not level 5. And we got Berserkers already. And there's no Dark Ranger. And Tauren can be revived. Did he maneuver himself into a so-called Sackgasse? I don't know. Supply leaders with XLORD. He got 3 destroyers up. Only 1 with mana though. That's a bit scary. Ah, now here we go. We're not pushing into 80, right? Nope. Stomp on a lot of the ghouls. Destroyer in the middle of the headhunters. Whoops. Whoops. That's the first destroyer gone. He's trying to buy time for the ghouls to do the real damage. Where are the coils though? Ay, ay, ay. 2 Destros dead. Ay, ay, ay. That coil late. Ay, yeah, that was not a good fight, I have to say. For a man with XLORD standards, that was unfortunately rather poor. And Grubby, calm, collected, not getting stressed by these gargoyles, not getting stressed by Dreadlord harasses. It's an Orc mirror. XLORD is randoming a lot on ladder, so he can get any of the 4 races, and he, of course, knows what he gets because he's not blind. Yeah, even blind people can hear what they get. But Grubby doesn't know. Grubby is indeed blind. He kind of has to guess. He kind of has to go for suboptimal builds that would ideally cover every possible race. That works with Farseer Headhunter. That works to a degree with Blade Master Grunts. Blade Master, Farseer. Oh, wait, I think we miss a Farseer game. But we've seen Blade Master versus Farseer. We've seen Farseer versus Blade Master. We've seen 2 Blade Masters, but with different spells. And this might be the case here as well. We got Blade Master Fast Tech, no barracks on XLORD. And we got Blade Master Grunt for Grubby. Okay, this means XLORD will rush across, will probably go into Grubby's base. Gotta say though, the match before, like they had basically back-to-back games, The last game with XLORD's Undead? Didn't look like peak shape. Maybe he was a bit tired. Maybe the Sandman was already there. Boom, 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 boom. Or it was because it was DREADLORD and XLORD wasn't comfortable with the DREADLORD. Who knows? Who knows? What we know is that Grubby knows that this is Orc now. And both attacking, eh? XLORD in-game. Little annoying piece of shit when he can. Always poking, poking, poking. Delaying, trying to cause some damage, even if it's a tiny little thing. Like this heal self costs 33 gold. Why not? Oh, Blade Master might be stuck here. He's going for the grunt. Gets the kill. That's 200 gold. But thanks to the War Mill that Grubby built, the Blade Master is stuck. He can go into Windwalk in a second, and Windwalk makes it so you can walk through units, but you cannot walk through buildings. Smart, Grubby. Nice trap. And yeah, that was a desperate heal self, which was also then a little bit of a waste. Well, well, well. And now I think we get revenge. Grubby on the way. As the grunt is dead, there's nothing he can do anyway. With only a Blade Master, you can't really level, you can't really creep. Or you can. You go for the turtle. Ships in the night. Okay, XLORD will know, but there's quite some gaps in this base build. Nothing to do here, really. So far, XLORD was rushing tier 3 every single Orc mirror they played.
Upgrade complete. We're under attack.
Hey, Nisnairo! Thank you for 75. 3/4 of a century, my dude. Thank you. We kinda counter each other, I want to say. And yes, XLORD going for the totems. Again, I think Grubby was just hanging around to figure out which buildings XLORD is building. So he knows what to get ready for. And then he says, okay, dude, I'm the resident Orc. This is my yard. This is my town. You can sit on my table, but I'm the head of the table. I'm the tribal chief. Acknowledge me, is what he's saying.
Want to see something real scary?
And then we're gonna get a couple of torrent fights. Who farms better? Who farms faster? Who farms better items? So far, very boring and empty inventories, I have to say. Both players have to step it up a notch here. We want to see big red numbers. Isn't it over already? It is not looking ideal for our friend XLORD. He is playing from behind, but he probably likes that as an extra challenge. Uh-oh. Is that an invis? Oh, that's an invis crab! But we also have detection here. Quick fingers. So the advantage by XLORD is that he's faster on tier 3. Maybe he can get something done with that. Yeah, the level advantage is good. Is strong. Is meaningful. So Grubby is coming in with 1,800 damage more.
We're under
The Tauren gotta do the heavy lifting now. Or maybe a Windwalk Blade Master, but against Spirit Link, when there's 4 units Spirit Linked, you do so little damage. Maybe XLORD is going for like a desperation tiny Great Hall, but he has no resources for that either. No progress between the two. 0. When game 1 was creeping. This is harassing. You know how it goes. Oh, and Grubby gets even more. And the flute. Not the greatest item of all time, but hey, you take it. You're not a twisted sister. Because they are not gonna take it.
Work complete. We're under attack.
Okay, we got the Orb of Lightning and we got the first pair of slippers. 2 Torrent versus 1. No Pulverize yet on XLORD though. Grubby is supply blocked for a little, but that's totally fine because he can still queue the upgrade. Gather some resources. Grubby keeps him in check pretty much the entire time. Like he's doing something and then he comes back like, oh yeah, reminder, I'm ahead of you. Just in case you forgot, my Blade Master is a level higher than yours. You know, I didn't mean to disturb you, but look at my level 3. Nice. Mana Stone, Wand of the Wind. But the problem now is, not only is the Blade Master a level higher, also the Shadow Hunter is 2 levels higher. Yeah, this feels like XLORD a little sleepy this evening. But he's fighting. I like that. I appreciate that. He's not giving this up lightly. There will be a fight. If there was a real fair fight, these items could carry. It has to be said, of course, that XLORD is playing off race here.
Research complete.
And Grubby, more than half of his life he's playing Orc.
Research complete.
But I don't think I have to tell you that, because you're all so smart.
We're under attack.
Okay, time to finish this. We get an upkeep advantage as well. Pushing into upkeep. 4-3 versus 3-2. Oh, that's a bit unlucky, eh? Like 1 creep. Well, not much. Like, it's not really unlucky. There's a reason. And that is because XLORD didn't get all the creeps that he wanted to. So these Tauren can fight. When they die, they will be resurrected. And yeah, do we have a TP? Yes. That's the important level 3 Shadow Hunter. I think that is way more important than a level 4 Blade Master would. So, good call.
Our town is under attack.
Just go Wyvern now. They had a game before where Grubby did exactly that and it didn't work. Because Farsi are too strong. This time, we might have a base race with no fighting. None of these guys has spikes researched. XLORD still with 2 Tauren in production. Is Grubby taking that fight? Hex on the Shadow. Oh, bit of idle time. Dispel on the speed scroll. Okay. Hex and heal wave. Lovely.
Read him out. It was way before BTW.
Yeah, Dajara. Much love, mate. Okay, supply-wise it's still fairly even, but supply doesn't matter too much when everything can be revived. 150 crit, 130 crit, ja lecker, 130 crit again. Oh, we need an X-Factor play here. Backstab into crit, but the Wand of Mana Stealing. Nicely done with another Hex. We have to say though, XLORD has way more Tauren here. Nobody has an expo. This cost a mana potion, but very much respectable fight for the Lord. Now we go heal scroll, we go invo potion. Those will help, of course. We still have the mana stone on XLORD. Oh, blade, invo potion ready from before. And how is Grubby willing to win this? It must be through the Blade Master. That's like his main advantage. So close. The heal wave arrives a tiny little mini bit too late. Shadow Hunter out of the fight as well, as much as the Blade Master. Tauren can be revived, but they do give XP every time they die. And so XLORD is somewhat catching up in levels. Grubby has to escape because every single walker is flirting with death. And XLORD can maybe even revive something here again. Neck and neck fights now, even though we got a massive Tauren lead on XLORD. We got a level lead still on Grubby, but no, oh, look, oh. One Tauren saved out of the fight with 1 HP can easily kill and revive them if mana allows, and at the moment mana allows nothing. And we're stuck at 61 as well.
May my ancestors watch over me.
Red Spot has the biggest item on the map. Let's see who gets it. XLORD can, well, would need it a little more. 5 walkers against 3, but only like 3-4 walkers with revive. It's so much about heroes. Instant ethereal form plus heal wave. Very well done. Onto the shadow we go. We have a hex. Careful, XLORD. Careful! Fastest snail in Azeroth. Crawl! Crawl! Ooh, that heal wave. But yes, you are out of the fight. Now, Blade Master was out of the fight. But I think it shows the veterancy of Grubby in these battles. Even though Tauren Mirror is something relatively new, Xe has to call it again. Bam! 2-0 on that faithful day for Mr. Schenkhausen. And XLORD got put in his place, unfortunately. That makes it in a 10 map streak, I think 6-4.